Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hello everybody. Now let us go to the second part of the book. Let us study the plot for chapter 6 to chapter 10. Okay, firstly chapter 6, Lady Liberty and Doughboy. Okay, in chapter 6, Richard and Kilmer exchange letters. Mrs. Hanson announced a patriotic program to help sell Liberty bonds to finance the war. A boy will be chosen to be a doughboy, and a girl will be chosen to be Lady Liberty. The choices will be made from an essay contest. Richard and Hannah won for the contest for their categories. Richard knows something bad will happen. Chapter 7. If you quit, I'll quit. Everyone was angry about Hannah being chosen as Lady Liberty, including the parents. Hannah finally declines the role of Lady Liberty. Richard's also quitting. Richard walked Hannah home. Richard accepted the invitation from the Shermans for a meal at home. Pa has something to discuss with Richard. Chapter 8. Ouch! Pa asked Richard why he turned down the role. Richard said because Hannah was treated unfairly. Pa is not happy and he blames Richard. He blames the poem for Richard's way of thinking. At school, Richard is ignored, but he is closer to Hannah. Richard and Hannah went to an oak tree to carve their initials. Oh, how sweet. Suddenly, Hannah's ankle hurts when somebody threw a stone with the word Han written on it. Chapter 9. Death of a Hero. Gus joined the army. Pa and Richard were shocked. Pa was very angry with Gus. Richard and Pa work at a farm. Richard receives shocking news. Mr. Kilmer died or killed in the war. Okay, chapter 10, Poem for My Hero. Now, this is the last chapter of the novel. Chapter 10, the Shermans console Richard for the death of Mr. Kilmer. Richard reads the newspaper report about the death. Kilmer was finally buried under a tree. And Richard writes a new poem about Mr. Kilmer. He shows the poem to the Shermans. They suggested sending the poem to the Turtle Lake Weekly. Hannah walks Richard to the new newspaper office. Pa explains his brother Roland and what he thinks of war. And war finally ends. Richard's poems have become regular in the paper, in the Turtle Lake Weekly. And finally, Pa admires Richard's work. Now that's one happy ending. And those are the second 5 chapters of the novel from chapter 6 to chapter 10. And next, you have to read the novel so that you can understand all the details in the novel. Okay, thank you and happy reading.